Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. This evening we will be looking at Favour Ofili's race that will be coming up hours from now. That race is being for tonight, and the 200 meters semi-final for Favour Ofili after she made it through in her heat, and we'll be looking at that, and then other stories from the Paris Olympic Games 2024 games has all been going. We saw Chidi Okezie unfortunately crashed out of the 400 meters men's event. But for Ezekiel, for Samuel Ogazi, I beg your pardon, Ogazi made it through to the semi-final of the 400 meters event. As we speak, those events are ongoing. Will bring you the full report of the 400 meters race for men in our subsequent show. By tomorrow, you get all the updates of events that happen tonight. But let's look at Favour Ofili. Definitely, the 200 meters event for women will be coming up hours from now. Tonight is set for that, and she's saying, "I am mentally ready for the women's 200 meters semi-final race." That is Favour Ofili after she missed the 100 meters due to she was not registered for it, but she did so well in her heat, clocking a time of 22.24 seconds, beating the world champion Dina Asher-Smith in that particular race. I have Noah Samson joining me on the show this evening. Noah Samson, quickly, welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay, for Favour Ofili, we are expecting her to skate through the semi-final for the 200 meters event, and she says she is mentally ready, and we all know why she's saying she's mentally ready for this particular race.
Yeah, probably due to the disappointment she witnessed. She wasn't able to run for the 100 meters because of she was not registered before she raised the alarm. So I think from that she has been jiggered and given much more confidence that she's going to perform well, and despite she winning her last race before qualifying for this particular stage, so we hope she's going to perform, because definitely our athletes in France have not been doing quite well. They've not been encouraging as the other athletes from other countries. So I think with this, I think she's saying she's mentally ready. It's going to help. It's something she's sure of, and we believe she's going to help us and do us proud so far.
Okay, something that she will do us proud. So far, so good for Favour Ofili. Okay, so far we've not really gotten any medal, and we are hoping that Favour Ofili makes it through to the final of the 200 meters event.
Yeah, because that's what I said earlier. It's really disappointing that our athletes are not being performing well. Apart from from the football, which is the Super Falcons, which didn't perform much well at the Olympics. Now the Tigers are actually the people now actually giving us much more, because they've qualified for the first time, qualifying for the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken. But they're also facing a very dominant and very strong team. So that also is also like a disturbance to us. But I believe with what is going on now, I think those still in competition, they're actually doing all their possible to make sure they perform well. You can see the 100 meters, men 100 meters final yesterday. It was really heated between the first, second, US, Jamaican, US, the 13th. It was a very will I call a slim.
It was a close one.
Very close. They all it was the first time they say all contestants were athletes were at 9 point something
with that
seconds. So it's a very tough one. So we just hope our athletes do more and don't disappoint us.
Okay, do more and don't disappoint Favour Ofili. As from now, she will be taken to the track in the women's 200 meters event. Still talking Olympics, because you are sure to get all of the updates on our sports show. And this evening we are looking at some of the stories coming in from France, and we wish Favour Ofili well in her 200 meters semi-final event, and also for Samuel Ogazi also in the 400 meters event. But unfortunately, like I said, Chidi Okezie crashed out after she finished 6th in the repechage. We call it repechage. It just newly introduced, where athletes have to go through a second phase of qualification series, and he couldn't make it through. But Favour Ofili, we are looking forward to that. Still talking Olympics, let's go straight to the D-Tigress camp, where from that camp right now, the D-Tigress says D-Tigress gears up for USA Challenge in quarterfinals, beating Canada 79-70 in their last game yesterday. Wow, beating world number 3, world number 5. They lost to France But after that victory, who will be battling the #1 team in the world?
I said it earlier, it's quite when I saw we're facing US, I was like, what? These guys are actually world champions and we're facing them. So it's really very what I call it will be a very difficult games for the girls, but we actually have that hope in those girls that they're going to really perform well, because you watch their match against Australia, watch their match against Canada, they really played well, but still they should just look at their games very well, look at the mistakes they've been making and try to cover, because against the USA they are not supposed to make a wrong pass, because a wrong pass can lead to something else in that game. So I just believe these girls are going to make up, right? Even though they later lose the match, but at least they've gotten to a stage in the competition. We are happy. We are pleased with them.
I'm not pleased.
I'm pleased. We are
for the Tigers. We want you to break history. Keep making history. Becoming the first African country to get Olympics male or female basketball team to get to the quarterfinals of an Olympic tournament, and also the first country to beat world powers, world #5 and world #3 in Olympic event. We became the first African country to win 2 games. We were the first African country to win an Olympic game, and now we have become the first African country to win 3 good games at an Olympic event. So the history continues. They continue to break history. They continue to make history. And against the United States of America, who says we cannot make that history? Beat them, get to the semi-final, and then we are looking at the podium finish. Either bronze, silver, and probably gold. Anyone. But we have to cross the hurdles of the United States of America. Big one, big game. Wow. Well, it's a massive one. Let's see. These guys are gearing up for that particular challenge. Still talking Olympics quickly. Now let's look at the Super Falcons team that has crashed out of the tournament after losing 3 games in all. They lost to Brazil, they lost to Spain, and they lost to Japan in their last group game. 2 world champions in that group, and former Olympic medalist, that's Brazil. They won they were medalists in 2008, and we played against the current world champion Spain, and we played against former world champion Japan. So for the Super Falcons, they gave a good account of themselves. But from statistics, looking at all of the teams in that tournament, there are 12. Super Falcons ranked 5th youngest team out of 12 teams that participated in the women's football event.
I don't want to know that youngest or youngest. Did they perform well at the Olympics?
They did well.
They tried their best. So all these either fifth or like 2nd or 3rd youngest, I don't think it doesn't matter. The truth of the matter, either them be the oldest or the youngest. Are they able to do what they're supposed to do at the competition? They tried their best. Actually, if you watch the first game, we've been playing well. We played a little bit well before they scored, and same as second game and third game also. So I think the coach just try and look at where we think we need much more of adjustment, which is I think at the attacking side. I think the attacking players are not much potent the way they're supposed to be, and same as also at the midfield. It seems the passes are not coming from midfield. If you can see our games, we misplace a lot of passes a lot. So I think that should be what we should face, not either youngest or no youngest. To me, I don't think the ranking. Did you try our best? Yes. Okay, we should work on make sure in our next competitions you play better, and that's
okay. There is room for improvement. That is what Noel Samson is saying. For the Super Falcons, they have been ranked the 5th youngest team in the Olympics women football. Moving ahead and still talking Paris. Now let's talk about Super Falcons coach. Yes, I think I want to agree with Randy Waldrum on this one. Randy Waldrum advised IOC to revisit game scheduling. Now, he is saying the congestion of fixture. He actually said this after the game between Brazil and France, where Brazil knocked out France women, that is the Le Bleu women, in that particular game for the women's semi-final game. Brazil is through to the final, but after watching those games that they play, he said the players look tired, and he also made references to the Super Falcons because the congestion of fixture. The Olympics is not like the World Cup where you have 4 days. If you play your first game today, maybe in the next 4 days before you play your second game, your second group game. But these 2 days, maybe after 2 days you are playing another game. So he's actually saying the IOC should look at this and see how they can expand, how they can at least make the scheduling favorable to this player.
I think probably they have to extend the days of the Olympics there, because if you look at the Olympics, it's less than 20
if
days.
If they don't extend the days of Olympics, they can at least maybe in between.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a very nice selection. I think the IOC should look into it, because actually, too, you playing the game today, and the next 2 days you are playing again. It's quite tiring. But I think it should not be only about the football. Also, other tedious games in the Olympics sports. They should look at it, even like basketball also, because these girls, they just play today after some days they play again, and I think they're only trying to just make sure everything is being captured within that particular number of days they meant for the Olympics. So I think, but if it can also affect other sports, not only football, I think it will be a good one too. Also.
Okay, it will be a good one for Randy Wardrum is advising the IOC, that is International Olympic Committee, to revisit that is scheduling of games in women's football, not just women's football. I think, but most especially the women's football. After watching those games, the semi-final games where Brazil knocked out France, 1-0 it ended, and they are through to the finals. But he's saying the players actually look tired while they were playing, and he made references to also Super Falcons also, because the congestion of fixtures actually affected some of the teams. Moving ahead and still talking Olympics on the show this evening, let's look at this one. Nigerian wrestlers will do well. That is coming in from Purity Akko, the coach of the Nigerian wrestling contingent. Yes, Blessing Oburudodo started it all for Nigeria in wrestling, and others will be coming up tomorrow. But for the coach, he's saying yes, wrestling. We have only one male wrestler, Muftwang, in there, but we have Blessing Oburududu, we have Hannah Ruben, we have Adekuruye and co. 6 of them will be representing us at the Olympics. But the coach is confident that at least out of 6, we might come with 5 gold medals.
Yeah, I said amen to that. It's because it's a good prayer, because other countries are not there also to just look at the beauty of Paris. Everybody is there to make sure they compete, go with gold medal. But I think from the way we are, I think from the wrestling aspect, we'll be able to have much more hope there in the wrestlers. So I believe what she says. Even though 5 is much, but at least 3 or 2 is okay.
Okay, the 6 of them can actually get the 6 gold medals in that particular event. Nothing, in fact, nothing is impossible when you put your mind to it and you work hard. And this team has actually worked hard. They went on training tour. They went into camp early, more than any other team. Nigerian contingent. They started from Bayelsa. They left the shores of this country before they went to Germany. They actually went to some international competition, Azerbaijan and co. And now they are going to be showcasing what they have actually learned during all this training tour. We are wishing them well. Blessing Oburududu starting the whole charge. And then we have others that will be coming up tomorrow. That's for wrestling event. And we're still looking at Toby Amusan also in the hurdles for tomorrow. We have, I say, Brume and co. We are expecting at least medals from the track. And we still have the Tigress, where they'll be battling Almighty US on Wednesday. We wish them well, and we wish every other athlete in Paris, France, to do us proud. All right, let's leave Paris, France, and quickly look at some transfer stories on the show this evening. I beg your pardon, it's a cold time. Let's look at these. Super Falcons star Regina Otu joins Fenerbahce. This girl, though she didn't make it, she didn't make it to the Super Falcons squad for the Olympics, but now she has joined Fenerbahce. She's a midfielder for the Super Falcons. Fantastic move for Regina Otu.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Since the club she is in France is doing her contract, so it's a very good one. That another club in Turkey, not a very. In European football, you cannot keep you cannot keep Fenerbahce aside. So it's a very good one that she's in a very good team, and we pray she does better. And we pray by the end of the season starting, there's going to start soon. She's going to go out with
by the starting of the new season.
Yes, she's going to have a medal.
Okay, moving ahead on the show this evening, we're still talking transfers. It's your team. Atletico Madrid signs Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher. Finally, this man has moved to Spain as we speak. The medicals and everything, everything is just going on smoothly. Take £3 million to got him, and Chelsea actually did a smart business instead of allowing him to go for on a free transfer. At some point, it was looking as if this deal was not going to go through.
Yes, really, I don't know.
On personal terms, he has already agreed to join Atletico.
I don't really know because the way Chelsea have been treating their academy players, you can see with Chalobah, now you have what do you call his name? Gallagher, very fantastic player. He's a player who you know is very passionate about the team. And when he went on, when he came back to Chelsea, when he was in Crystal Palace, he had the opportunity to go on loan again, but he said no, he wanted to stay at the club and try to make sure he really shows that he is worth to be in Chelsea. And he did, you can see last season he was the third captain. Chelsea, and he performed, although he has some of his lapses which he has been working on steadily. Very fantastic. He doesn't get tired. I call him Beast because he goes, you can see him at the front, at the back, has good goal sense, everything. So it's so painful that such a player is leaving Chelsea now. But also he has left. So when I saw the news, I was so because
emotional.
There will be really things about him signing a new contract. He rejected the contract, all that. Also, I knew something like this was going to happen. And me seeing him going out is really something that I really am pained about. That such a great, fantastic player is going. I hope the new players Chelsea are bringing to the team will perform. Not that you bring someone else now who won't perform to the.
And they should come and sign you.
Sign me. Okay, I'm waiting for them to come and sign me.
Okay, for Conor Gallagher, come next season, he will be playing in the Spanish La Liga with Atletico Madrid. Still talking transfer on the show this evening. Let's look at this. Xavi Simons returned back to RB Leipzig on loan from PSG. He left RB Leipzig for PSG, and now he's coming back to RB Leipzig from PSG, where he actually scored 10 goals in 15 appearances for the Parc des Princes team in France.
I don't know what's wrong with PSG so far, but I think that player, the way I see him, if I were to be a coach at PSG, I think that guy deserves a starting 11 in the PSG team. You can see what he did at the national team the national team in Netherlands. So I think he's a fantastic player. I don't know why PSG have been trying to just disturb the guy's development. And in Leipzig, you can see he has already been performing very well also there too. So I think, to me, I think if I would just look for a transfer to just leave PSG permanently. I cannot be here this season. I performed well. The next thing you do me out again. No, he doesn't show that.
Okay, for RB Leipzig, they will want to make that deal permanent at the end of that loan spell, because he's their player and they've brought him back to the team. All right, still talking transfer this evening. Let's quickly look at this one now. Where Fiorentina. Confident of signing formerly Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea, who has been out of action since he left Manchester United.
So surprised, as if he was blacklisted too, because it's a very fantastic player. And according to when you look about statistics of keeper, this time I think it should be like 34, 33 now. It's one of the best times of life because of the experience they've gained. So I'm surprised why he hasn't gotten a team yet since when he left Manchester United. That is to show that his agent is not really doing much of a good job. Because he's a very, very good keeper. I don't know why he hasn't gotten a club since then. So I think it's a very good one now. Against to see David De Gea back is a very good one.
Okay, for Fiorentina, they will be getting the services. They are confident of signing David De Gea at the end of the day. Let's see how that goes, and let's quickly look at go back to Paris, France. It is the Olympics men's football semi-final. We had that of the women yesterday, and today is going to be the turn of the men. And we have 2 African countries in there. At least one must qualify to the finals of the Olympics men football. All right, as we speak, Morocco is taking on Spain. They are very close. It's just when you are, they say if you are in Morocco, you can see Spain. You can see Spain. I have not been there, but those who have been there say if you are in Morocco, you can be seeing Spain. At least they have the shared boundary. We have Morocco against Spain, and then Egypt will be taking on France. But right now, Morocco, Spain is ongoing.
So I'm seeing Morocco winning no, I'm seeing Spain winning the match, and I see.
Why are you supporting Spain?
I don't know, because I've heard quality of players they have. Moroccans have a very good quality players too, but I think Spain have the upper edge. And same as against Egypt, France also too. I'm saying France lives going to the final.
So it's going to be all Europe.
Yes. When you look at the player statistics, and you can see the Spain, you can see the players. If those players will be Nigerians, they will make first team. But these players even make the team that even went to Euros. Same as France, you can see Odyssey, Lacazette, this Crystal Palace striker there are Mateta there. No.
Okay, let's see how those games go quickly. Spain, what will end this game?
I'm saying probably it's not going to be a serious match, but probably 2-0 or 2-1.
Egypt, France.
I'm seeing the same score, so between that very close, not a very serious margin.
All right, that is where we'll be leaving it on the program Sport Update this evening. Coming to your screen from Trust TV. Thanks, Noah Samson, for joining me. It's been wonderful having you on the show this evening.
The pleasure is mine.
All right, that is it on the program. Favour Ofili, go do us proud. 200 meters semi-final race for women will be coming up just at tonight, around 7 p.m. Nigerian time. That athletics event will be up and running. All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi saying thanks for watching.
Playing in the CAF Confederation Cup, that's a big motivation. But let's talk about their players and how they need to set up to beat this Abia Warriors side.
Well, I think, like I told you, Abia Warriors have lined up with a 4-4-2, which can move to 4-4-3 in the course of the game because of the freedom they have to interchange roles. But for Economy Warriors, I don't think that they may want to have all of the possession today. They may want to go for Abia.
The reserve goalkeeper Abdul Yusuf looked up Ismail Rismanet, knocked that away. One of the things that this particular Warriors son have got is the swiftness of that attacking front line. The combination of Samson will be in a central position, certainly Migo and then Okike. But try at this place, you go right into each other. It's a great overloads. Goodbye. That's up for a throw. It's been a great season for El Kanemi Warriors. Aliyu Subo coached and promoted Gombe United. Signed for El Kanemi Warriors at the end of his deal. Currently on a 2-year deal with the Warriors. A degree born. He's talked about, of course, this is a team from the States which he was born, and shares that connection with them. One of the managers really doing some really big things in Nigeria in recent times.